Candied yams might be the perfect holiday side dish. Ultra easy, super quick, and who could say no to brown sugar, butter, and spices completely enrobing these delicious yams? Hey, you're watching Preppy Kitchen, where I, John Cannell, teach you how to make delicious homemade dishes to share with your family and friends. These candied yams will be ready before you know it. So let's get started. First off, these are actually sweet potatoes, but we call them yams for some reason. I looked it up a while ago, but I think the answer is written on the blog somewhere. Anyways, these have to get peeled and chopped. I'm using about 3 pounds. Okay. Peel, 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 peel. So we're getting the skin off, but we're also removing some of this tougher, less tasty outer covering. You'll see that beautiful coral color coming through. 3 pounds of yams, there you go. So by the by, 3 pounds or about 9 medium yams? I don't even know. There you go. We're gonna chop these into 1/2-inch slices, but first let's clean this up. So there's really no rhyme or reason for chopping these other than you wanna have a uniform thickness. I'm using about 1/2 inch as a guide. I also think the candied yams look much nicer when they're beautiful little slices. Removing just the very tips. This is a really simple dish that has a ton of flavor with minimal prep work, and it's just like the perfect side for any holiday dinner, maybe Thanksgiving. When you're making a big meal, it's so important to do all of your prep work ahead of time so you're not stressed the day of. Something my mom taught me. And you can make this side dish like days in advance and just keep it either baked in the fridge, warm it up later, or do the prep work and then bake it the day of, whatever you prefer. It's also a really easy recipe if you want to farm it out to somebody else. Like, oh, can I bring anything? Here's the recipe, have at it. It's kind of foolproof, so anyone can do it, literally anybody. Okay, we're ready to set these aside and then just do our really simple brown sugar butter glaze. These, by the way, are called coins on the vlog, yam coins. Okay, now it's time for the fun part. I've melted 1/2 cup of butter, that's 113 grams, in a smallish bowl, and to that I'm adding 3/4 cup of brown sugar. This is already gonna be good, you can tell. To that mixture, I'm adding 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. It really brings out the sweet potato flavor. They go hand in hand. Now we're grating about 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg in. I always like to do this by hand with a rasp, but you can definitely use powdered nutmeg as well. A little pinch of salt, never hurt anybody. Could you do more stuff? Yes, there's so many optional flavors you could use here. You could add a couple tablespoons of fresh orange juice. You could add the zest of an orange. You could add a couple tablespoons of bourbon, rum. Any of those flavors, even some vanilla, will just add a little bit more and they all go well. So there's really like nothing wrong you could do here, except like add anchovy paste or something, but who would do that? Mix this into a nice slurry. My slurry's nice and mixed up. It's time to assemble our easy side. I'm using like a regular casserole dish. I think it's 9 by 13. I'm gonna start by adding in 1 layer. There we go. I'm gonna drizzle this over, but don't worry about getting it perfect because we're gonna be tossing this after it starts baking. Add some more of your coins in, more of your delicious mixture, and then just do it one more time for good luck. 1, 2, there we go. It's time to cover it with foil. One thing you don't want happening is for the yams to get dried out. So we're gonna bake this for 25 minutes at 350 and then give them a stir. So cover it up, let's pop it into the oven. 25 minutes later, it's time to give these a gentle toss. So let's get them out of the oven. The smell is so good. They're not at all done yet, but these need to get that delicious juice distributed. Oh no, my coin. We're gonna bake these uncovered for another 20 minutes or so. We want them to be super tender and glossy, and yes, we will be spooning that delicious liquid on top one more time at least. Back into the oven. When the weather turns and there's a chill in the air, there is nothing better than like cozy baking to warm the cockles of your heart and your belly too. When I come back from the barn and I smell these in the oven, it is like amazing. We're actually having this as part of our dinner tonight, but let's take a bite together. Before I do, if you like this recipe, check out my holiday side dish playlist. All of my favorite holiday side dishes in one playlist for you. Now it's time for a bite. I almost don't have to chew. It melts in your mouth and it's just like, oh, the butter, the brown sugar, the sweet potatoes. It's amazing. I really hope you get a chance to make this recipe. If you like my videos, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next holiday side dish video.